If you've ever wondered how much can you really make as a new Teachers Pay Teachers seller, then this video is for you today. I'm going to dive in and talk about what's realistic for a newbie to make and give you some actionable steps to take with. Hi, I'm Molly, and I'm a fifth grade teacher who helps teachers just like you start and grow your own profitable TPT store so you can do things like not have to worry about paying for holiday gifts and take that vacation over spring break. This question actually came directly from a YouTube viewer, and they were wanting to know what's a realistic amount of money to make when you're new to TPT. And I love this question because this tells me this person doesn't have an unrealistic mindset. They want to know what's really possible and hear from someone that's doing it, me in the classroom. And I work with TPT sellers inside of my business, so I have a really good perspective of what you can expect and some data to back it up. So props to that person for sending that question in, and it prompted me to make this video. If you are new to the teacher side hustle world, then maybe you're not as familiar with TPT. TPT stands for Teachers Pay Teachers, and it's a great place for teacher sellers to put their resources online and help other teachers and make money while they do it. And it's a great side hustle because you can do it in your spare time. And once you have solid systems in place and product lines up and running, your business will really run itself with the occasional new product and making content, all the things that go into that. But it's a lot easier to do from the comfort of your own home than it would be, say, to get a second job and go work somewhere that you have to report to after school. So it's really appealing to a lot of teachers. I'm a classroom teacher and I'm tired after school, but I do have capacity to work on TPT products. And I know that would be easier on me as someone that needs that time to decompress when I get home versus maybe going to work as a waitress or driving for Uber, which no shade at those things, but my personality type, I know that TPT works a lot better for me. Okay, I want to start by saying that when I first started my TPT store, I didn't make sales for the first 3 or 4 months. So don't get discouraged. A lot of people quit before good things happen. They think they're not making any sales and then they just stop what they're doing and they don't put any more effort into it. I'm going to explain how to make consistent sales in this video as well, but I just wanted to share that with my journey of when I started, that it took 3 or 4 months. But backing up and telling you a little bit of how it went for me, I decided that I was tutoring a lot while teaching full-time, and I wanted to stop trading all of my hours after school for tutoring, but still make money because I liked the money of tutoring. I still wanted to tutor a little bit, but I wanted to replace a lot of that with TPT. So once I did that, I put a few products up on my TPT store. I had no clue what I was doing. I YouTubed a few things, couldn't really find a lot of great answers in any spot in particular, and just put some products up of things that were working really well in my classroom, which is how a lot of people start. They don't start with any systems or processes. We all have to start somewhere. The hard part is getting that up there. So once I did that, things just were kind of crickets for a while. The things I did not have were, I didn't have a social media account, so I wasn't posting about my products. I knew nothing about Pinterest, so I wasn't making any pins. I wasn't doing any long form content like blogging or a YouTube channel. And my store was not aesthetically pleasing because I didn't know how to make a cover. I didn't know what thumbnails even were. I didn't know what needed to go into a preview or a product description or tags or anything like that. I just had no clue. And that's how a lot of sellers start, and that's okay. Like I said before, the fact that you want more for yourself is a great first step in just getting the product out there. Sometimes we have to go back and fix things, and that's what I did. So it took me a long time to really make my store aesthetically pleasing and completely niche down to where I was known for something. And so that's why I created From Zero To Cha-Ching, my self-paced course where I teach you how to get your store up and running. And if you're not making at least $100 a month right now, this course is a great solution for you because likely there's a lot of holes in the way you're creating products and you don't have proper systems. And I made it for people just like you because I was so stuck trying to piece together different YouTube videos and trying to do DIY this thing that wasn't a thing yet because it really wasn't making any money. And so once I learned the proper steps, I wanted to be able to help people with that. So if you're in that position right now, I always want to say I salute you for taking those steps and trying to figure things out on your own. And just know that things will take off once you have a proper system in place. And I'll kind of get to that in a little bit, but I definitely alluded to it before with the things that I personally was missing in my own TPT store. So I just wanted to provide that to you as kind of anecdotal evidence that I didn't start out making $1,000 a month on TPT. And the first sale was very exciting. And to this day, when I make a $3 sale versus a $50 sale, of course, a $50 sale is super exciting. No matter what it is, it's somebody appreciating the hard work that I put in and trusting me to use my resource inside of their own classroom. And I lead with a serving mindset that I am here to help other teachers. And that is when the money started rolling in more for me. I wasn't looking at teachers as just dollar signs. I was saying, these are problems I solve in my own classroom. They can help you too. And creating content that really helped them along the way. And so if you lead with a serving heart, a serving mindset, good things are headed your way. I promise you. So like I mentioned before, consistent sales were not happening for me until I niched my store down. And how I got to that conclusion was I worked with a coach and she really helped me. And it took quite a few months to figure out my product lines and start creating them. But once I had systems in place, then it was really easy for me to continue a product line. So starting with one product that turned into, let's say, 10 more that could all go together and that I could bundle together. And that's where the sales magic really started to happen. I was making content that helps solve problems for teachers just like me in the elementary classroom. I knew what I was talking to them about because I was doing it inside of the classroom, and I'm still in the classroom. And so it makes it really easy for me to make content that helps because I'm talking about things that are going on currently. So that's when I really noticed a big difference in my sales. From the beginning, it was, light sales and having a $20 month, and then maybe like the next month a little bit more, and it just kind of crept its way up until I really niched down, and then I could start seeing patterns in my business and tracking the data. One of the amazing things about Teachers Pay Teachers is that there's a sales dashboard, and you can go in every month and see what your best sellers are and then start creating content based on that. And that's one of the marketing strategies I do teach inside of From Zero to Cha-Ching. So if you don't have a marketing strategy right now and you don't know how to look at the data and make content from it, I would love to work with you in that capacity inside of the course. I'll leave a link in the description box below so you can check it out. And that brings me to Lisa, one of my amazing students inside of the course. She actually went through Tutorpreneur Academy, which you might know is my tutoring course that I teach you how to set up a tutoring business. And she did that, quit teaching, that was her goal, ran a full-time tutoring business, hit the $100,000 mark in her tutoring business, and thought to herself, I need to scale back a little bit. I'm spending a lot of time running this business when I could be using the resources that I'm already creating for tutoring and sell them on the side. So that's when she took From Zero to Cha-Ching and worked with me and was able to really niche down. She did all the things in the right order because she started off with a plan inside of the course. She wasn't like me and tried to do it all alone. She knew, liked, and trusted me, and so she signed up for the course. And once she did, her first month, she made sales, and it was like we kept changing her goal. It was she went from 1,000, then she was at 2,000, then 3,000, and she just had a very simple product line where she really knew the teacher that she was helping because the teacher was her. She was creating things that she was using consistently in her tutoring business. So I share that story with you because sometimes you might have a TPT seller like me who didn't really start off on the right foot and then had lower sales to begin with. Or there's people like Lisa who start out with a plan and had consistent sales. Now, I can't ethically guarantee you a certain dollar amount. I'm sure you can understand that. But what I can share with you are those experiences inside of the course and the students I've worked with. I also worked with a teacher named Jill who really honed in on her niche as well, and we kept setting a new goal in August, and then it kept upping every week that month, and then September, and she was able to double and then triple her sales during back to school because she had a marketing plan that she was consistently following, and her product line was on point because of her niche. I hope those stories help inspire you and keep you on track for your TPT store. Remember that you don't have to do it alone. You can join From Zero to Cha-Ching and join the other amazing TPT sellers before you that have put a system and a plan in place. And just know that What you're doing right now is the perfect first step. Don't second guess yourself. Just keep putting one step before the other and you will have success very soon. I can just sense it. If you were watching this video, then you're an amazing person and you want more for your life. And part of that means just following a plan and putting your resources out there to share with teachers who are just like you. Thanks so much for watching this video, and I'll see you next week.